living Reaper continent under cultural arcade regulation 22A. On a quiet night in 2955, UE scanners jolted back to life. Analysts whispered, is it fate?
Something else right now.
But it wasn't vandal signals, just a twitch rage shaking the floor. Two old spaces drifting through the net, both thinking their streams were calm and set, but the stars aligned in that digital sea. Aussie Viking raiding in with raw energy. Chin Shield looked up from a lift that broke, gave a tired grin and a half-hearted joke, and the UEE laws marked the time and the place when two seasoned pilots met face to face. Oh, this is a story the UE keeps, filed in the archives where the data sleeps. Two streamers collided in the starry night, talking ships, bugs and broken flights. A podcast was born, no plan, no script, just two old men on a caffeine trip. Welcome to Star Citizen, they say. Have a nice day. UE flag comes, thought trouble was near, maybe pirates, smugglers, something to fear. But all they found in the chattering noise were two middle-aged gamers sharing their joys. They spoke of doors that murder the bold, of chairs with a hitbox made of cold hard gold, elevators dropping folks straight into space, and why every patch breaks some other place. Psych docs wrote this bond is rare, born of crashes, bugs and ships mid-air, patch induced trauma and veteran pride. Two blokes talking while the stars collide. Oh, this is the story the UE keeps, out in the archives where the data sleeps. Two streamers collided in the starry night, talking ships, bugs and broken flights. A podcast was born, no plan, no script, just two old men on a caffeine trip. Welcome to Star Citizen, they say.
Wow, Chrissy.
Have a nice day.
Some of my viewers are just
now the lost and the glitch, the ones who fall through floors, the cargo haulers would disappear in stores, the bounty hunters whose fights freeze me. To remember we've all been there. UE historians log the tale with pride. Accidental archivists of the chaos worldwide, from a raider rant and a deep space chat came two voices telling the verse.
Don't be fucking typing in bullshit in the fucking global chat.
Oh, this is the story the UE keeps, out in the archives where the data sleeps. Two streamers met in the patchwork fray, turned into a podcast that still plays today. A moment in the chaos that the verse can't script, just two old men on a caffeine trip. Welcome to Star Citizen. Yeah, that's what they say. Filed by the UE. Have a nice day.
Oh, there's a giant worm beside me. I'm walking still. I'm walking. I'm
down.
Ready?
Just a single one left. Special delivery.
I don't see. Oh shit! Oh, I'm scared as shit. Dude, did you see what I did on the stream? Did you see what I did on the stream? I actually ducked. I went, whoa!
Ooh.
Where is this going?
Target destroyed. Shield down.
Ooh, the sideways drift through it. Yeah, that's fun.
Mine looks pretty awesome too, Viking.
I mean, it looks better. It's still not pretty much anything to do there. It just looks way better on the
Yep.
Making me jealous and happy for somebody at the same time.
I had said down. There's another one up. I meant.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm gonna stay on that first one, so we get down to him.
Alright.
No,
I got 2 guns.
oh yeah, fucking hell, he's got 2 guns, fucking hell. Yeah.
I think we got it.
We got it, right?
We got it. Let's go.
Yeah, because I
Don't
saw
worry,
that-
Pup Pilot. We just killed this bitch.
Kill the bitch, yeah.
It's on 9,000.
Oi, that's my skull. It sent me out of the planet. Look at that. Oh, did you see that? I fucking got launched into orbit, man.
Yeah, if you go prone and then die, you just get like.
We got missiles locked?
What
Dude.
for?
Get in the hangar quick. Get in the hangar quick. Oh
I'm
shit.
dying.
Oh man.
Who did we get missile lock from?
Man, I'm so sorry, dude. You know what I did?
Oh, no.
I fucking
Well-
locked onto one of the turrets with the missiles and I couldn't. Yeah, wow.
You know,
Look
like,
at the clock.
yeah, look at that, man. Oh, did you see? Yeah, you know. Oh, shiny. Instead of the 2K sniping experience, you know.
a lot of these YouTube content creators are talking about how master modes have ruined the game. Hey, ethnification. What's your Twitch drop?
I'm excited for it, mate, because it's going to bring more people to the game. You know, more people to our communities. You know,
Absolutely.
more people to
People are gonna want
more
gonna
people
wanna
to
see what
share
this
this
game is
fucking
about.
amazing scam with. You know, because if it's a scam,
Yeah.
they done us good, mate. You know, they fucking got us real good. You know. Now that external freight elevators are now here, will there be a decline in hull sea usage having large freight to be manual? How long will it take to...
Yes.
5 minutes. That's all they had. 5 minutes before the podcast, we are live in bloody 5 minutes, and the universe already smelled panic. Sea Viking leans into his mic like he's about to confess a crime. You ready, mate? He asks it with hope, the kind of hope only a desperate man knows. Chinshield doesn't hesitate. Yes, he says, too fast. Suspiciously fast, Ozzy paws, then fires back. Well, I'm bloody not. And suddenly, it begins. Things vanish. Buttons disappear. Scenes rearrange themselves like haunted furniture. Ozzy is clicking, swearing, flipping between screens, muttering, "Where's the bloody thing? Where's the other thing? Where's the other thing?" Chinshield calm as a man defusing a grenade with chopsticks. Mate, check your sources. Oh yeah, I would if I had any! OBS deleted the bastards. They despawned like Star Citizen loot. Then comes the moment every creator fears. Ozzy opens his browser source. OBS screams, the screen flashes black, white, black like it's being exercised, and then displays a potato. A potato. Ozzy stares into the void and the void stares back. Why is my bloody browser source a potato? Chinshield tries not to laugh, refresh the cache. Ozzy refreshes it, the potato gets bigger. It got worse! 2 minutes left, the clock is mocking them now. Chinshield sighs, defeated. Ozzy, I lied! I'm not ready either! Ozzy freezes mid-rant. What? Chinshield lists his sins, Mike's wrong. Scenes are wrong, Beard Stacks is yelling at me, and OBS won't capture the game. Ozzy nods solidly, so we're both faking it. Always, mate. 1 minute. The room fills with chaos. Ozzy shouting, "Why is my camera aimed at my ceiling fan?" A chin shield yelling, "Why are my alerts playing Trucking Tuesday music?" Beard stats typing, "You are live in 40 seconds." OBS freezes like it's been shot. The intro music loops for no reason, and a message appears. Your USB device was not recognized. They haven't touched a damn thing. Ozzy blames Star Citizen. Chinshield reminds him the game's not open. Ozzy doesn't care. 10 seconds. Everything snaps into place. Scenes correct, cameras aligned, mic synced. No potatoes. The impossible happens. OBS behaves. Ozzy leans forward, whispering like a man who has come back from war. "Pretend we planned that!" Chinshield whispers back. "We always pretend that!" Ozzy clears his throat, takes a breath, and delivers the sacred opening line. Crikey. Welcome to Star Citizen. Have a nice day. And so begins another episode. Two men faking confidence, fighting technology, and somehow creating a damn good show.
Fuck. I always get that bit wrong.
Oh well. We're live, buddy. And we have an amazing show in store for you today.
Fuck, I'm muted.
And Ozzy's muted.
Okay. Now I'm not muted.
Now he's not muted. That's a bunch of bullshit, actually. We don't have a show in store for you today at all, do we, Ozzy?
No, we've got zero plans, mate.
No plans at all. This is completely ad-lib. It's lovely. How you doing today, Ozzy? How was streaming this week?
It was pretty good, mate. Yeah, I had a few days off, but you know, it was pretty good. I did the test, the test.
Yeah, the Evocati, the freaking tech preview.
Yep.
I got to play around with it a little bit myself. I didn't get to play around with it as much as you did due to fucking doctor's appointments and shit.
How long's it gonna take you to get tests back from your fucking thing yesterday?
They didn't do a test yesterday. They just scheduled it. He explained to me like the severity levels, and I've got like a moderate severity level because of the size of my thyroid. And I've got, like he said, a 5% chance of having cancer, which to me says I've got about the same amount of chances of having cancer as anyone else in the world, So I'm not worried.
I think my camera's got a mind of its own.
Yeah, your camera's been moving around all morning. It's kind of freaking me out, dude. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Kind of like this.
That's not a knife. Oh, mate, I wasn't ready for it at all.
You weren't ready for it. You know it's coming.
Mate.
So we spent a lot of time trying to get stuff, as everyone probably knows.
Look amazing?
It does look amazing. Does look amazing. Oh my god! Oh my god! As most of y'all know, Ozzy's trying to get a Wicklow Idris. So this week on my stream, I've been devoting a little time to trying to collect materials for his Idris, like Quantanium and number 5 comp boards. So that's kind of what we did this week. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, because Monday. Monday we had Mining Monday, and we must have gotten about 30 or 40 SCU of Quantanium, right? Right, Ozzy?
Was I there?
I gave it to you yesterday. I handed it over to you at
Damn.
at Area 18. Look, Chrissy just
There you go,
gifted
mate.
10 subs. Thank you, Chrissy. Appreciate you. Wow, Chrissy Nightingale, everyone, my biggest supporter. Let me drop a link for you. Oh, Beard Stacks already did. Go check out Chrissy's music. She's a musician. So, and then Thursday was really exciting. We went to Ruin Station to, she wants me to read her message. This day in Star Citizen, a Twitch streamer gets subbies. Chrissy salvaged 450 construction rubble, 1,000 construction salvage, and 600 construction pieces. Way to go, Chrissy. That's a lot. Did you do that using the new salvage missions, I wonder? Anyway, we were doing number 5 comp boards at Ruin Station. That was like our main thing because you need number 5 comp boards for the Idris. How many do you need? Like 50, Aussie?
Yeah, mate, 50, yep.
We got you 3. We got you 3 in about 4 hours. Well, it was about 3 hours because then I went off and did something else. I went and got some supervisor key cards.
I think I've got about another 6 since then as well.
Yeah, so we got you. Killed a lot of players Thursday, amazingly. I think I'm starting to get good at this game or something.
Or something.
You think it's in something? Fuck you, man.
You said or something. You said you think you're getting good at this game or something, and I said or something.
Yeah. So you don't think I'm getting good?
That's not what I said.
That is what you said. That's exactly what you implied by saying that.
That's not. No, it was more of a question like, what does that or something fucking mean? Fuck.
Cube is working on their 4th Wicklow Idris right now.
That's not a knife.
Oh.
That's not a knife.
So anyway, so that's kind of how streaming went this week for me. I didn't get to stream yesterday because I had a doctor's appointment with the fucking thyroid bullshit, because, they got to do a biopsy on my thyroid. That's going to happen on the 26th. So come back in 2 weeks. Maybe we'll know if I have cancer or not. Not. I have about as much chance of getting cancer as Aussie Viking.
Me getting bitten by a snake.
Yeah, you got a good chance of getting bit by a snake, though. I seen you touching a snake there in your videos on Discord. So, no, man, I had my wreck, and they're doing CT scans on me and shit, and they're scanning everything, and so they just happen to find out I have an enlarged thyroid, And that's how they find these things. They told me like 90% of these enlarged thyroids, they find them through incidental CT scans from like people going in and having car wrecks, or they're scanning for something else, And yeah, blessing in disguise, Chrissy. Chrissy has cancer. That's terrible. It's the worst. And so that's how they find these things. And they say like 95% of the time it's nothing. It's nothing. And they probably won't remove it unless my thyroid gets so big that my windpipe, my throat gets moved over and I have trouble swallowing or breathing or something. Then they probably remove it, I could have them remove it right now, but I'm not crazy and shit. Yeah, that'd be funny if they did find cancer and something that should have taken my life ends up saving my life. Isn't that something, Ozzy?
Yeah. Yep.
So what did y'all do on y'all's stream this week, Ozzy? Did you do any low flying?
Yep. Oh, Jen Job and fucking. Yep, I did go low flying. We also didn't we kill the worm? I wasn't there.
Didn't we do that yesterday on your stream?
Yeah. Didn't I for science say, hey, I wonder what happens if I jump while I'm standing here on the
That's
fucking
right.
steps of the tram, and then fucking.
And you were
fallen
dead. And by the time you got back to us, we had killed the worm already.
Mate.
Epic failure, Ozzy. That was an epic failure.
Should I show off the snake, mate?
Yeah, show him the snake. Show him the snake that showed up in your apartment, man. That's crazy. Can you show him that? Here we go.
Yeah. There it is.
Look at that
That's
snake.
how I found it. Right, that's on my way to have a smoke. Just like.
That's fucked up.
Right, and that lizard is about yay long that's in its mouth.
What?
Right? Yeah.
That's gross. Snakes are just gross.
And I've thought about it afterwards. I should have been quicker on my feet and grabbed it by the tail.
Oh, hell no. It would have bit you.
No, man, I've picked up a lot of snakes. It's just part of life around here, you know?
Yeah. This is great content, by the way. Chrissy grew up with a 25-foot Burmese python. Chrissy's kind of special like that.
Yeah, that snake would probably kill you if it bit you, though.
Yeah.
Will make you very sick.
You know, I've got to
And here, this is...
with a fucking broom, right?
Is that volume?
Yeah, I can hear it. It's kind of low, but, you know. I can't think of snakes being sweet, Chrissy.
This is not a python.
Come on, mate.
I know the difference.
Come on.
If it was a python, I would have picked it up, no worries, right?
Yeah, right.
I worked bananas for 10 years, but snakes are just a part of the job.
Hey,
So-
Snowy, thanks for the follow, dude. Snowy just followed me, Ozzy. You like that? I'm like
Awesome.
over 400 followers now. I'm starting. I'm like
yeah, man,
I'm
that's winning.
somebody. I'm somebody now.
If you hear what I say after I poke it again,
What did you say? I didn't watch the video this far. Oh shit. That sucker's moving. Where'd it go? It's under your
fuck, now
it's
I don't
under
know
your
where it
washing machine.
oh fuck, now I don't know where it is. See, that's what I said.
Oh.
You want to watch that again? Yeah, I'll play that again.
Have fun at work, Jen.
See you,
There's
bro.
that
No, I've got to poke with a fucking
four-letter word that I hate
Yeah,
so
pick it up.
much.
The sound and vibration, Commander Najib, that is the thing, man. Alright? Well, vibrations more so, but...
How much does a rabbit cost, Chrissy? That's what I want to know.
Come on, mate. Come on.
You hear how I sound like it's annoyed me? Come on.
I'd
just
be
tried to
like,
go
get
have
the
a
fuck out of
smoke."
my house. That's what I'd be saying. Get the fuck out of my house. You don't belong here. Get the fuck out. $10 a rat, $30 a day to feed a snake, Chrissy. That's insane. You got to be rich to have a Burmese python.
You gotta be careful with the smaller ones because they move really fast, don't they?
Yeah.
And then see, the lizard got away, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Now I don't know where it is.
Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
No, I
good
don't know
stuff,
where it's
mate.
gone.
Fuck, now I don't know where it's
Bloody
going. Yeah.
hell.
Well,
Alrighty. Well, here we are. It's another wonderful
Again.
week in Star Citizen.
yes. Doesn't the game look amazing?
It does look
It
amazing.
does look
Oh my
amazing.
god.
Oh my
my god. The game's just amazing, guys. I was trying to
G'day, Alley
describe
Cat.
this game to somebody last night. So we're having a big ball tonight. I'm going to a ball on Valentine's Day. Roadmap roundup. I did not read it, Chrissy, but she's going to tell us all about it. So I got a ball to go to. It's being put on by the auxiliary of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, which is the motorcycle association that I'm a member of. And so last night we had the meet and greet, and I'm trying to explain to these guys Star Citizen. Do you know how hard that is to explain this shit to somebody who doesn't play video games? Oh yeah, and I've spent $3,000 on this game. You know what I'm saying? They're like, are you fucking mad? You know, I'm like, well, it's a Kickstarter game. You know, it's like, I'm trying to explain to them how amazing it looks.
Doesn't the game look amazing?
It does look amazing. And that's the only thing that was going through my head. Doesn't the game look amazing? And so that's what I told him. I told him the game just looks amazing. It's like the best video game I've ever seen as far as the appearance. And when it works, when everything's working in the game, it's just a beautiful thing, right?
Yep.
So no, we didn't read the roadmap roundup, Chrissy. We did, however, watch some of the Inside Star Citizen, and we're gonna highlight some stuff from that today.
I had a look at it, but it's most of it we already knew anyway, and me and Chin are both Evocati now, right? Chin, we're both Evocati now.
We are Evocati. Isn't that special? What did you think of the new inventory system, Ozzy? Y'all wait for this.
Magic inventory that goes into wizard storage.
Wizard storage.
Like a magic vacuum cleaner. Fuck off with Windows update. Fuck off.
Yeah, you got a Windows update?
Oh no, it would have come through on the screen too because I'm fucking. Anyway. Fuck. Did I say that?
Yeah, that's what you think about the new inventory system?
The UI was fresh and new, and
it looks
I guess
good.
I'll get used to it.
I like the way it looks.
I did not like the proximity inventory. We had no.
I don't like that. I couldn't go into a box.
Since I've done this test, right? I've talked to a lot of different people that I haven't talked to before or would usually, right?
Yeah.
And they don't see why I'm so negative about it, right? But it's like 50-50, man. So some people really enjoy the magic fucking vacuum cleaner proximity inventory. I want to search the body. I want to search the box. I don't want to have,
just click I and have everything in the vicinity show up and be able to loot everything without having to go to the body or whatever. Is that what you're saying?
I don't care if it's only 3.5 meters. It's still fucking magic. No, they deleted magic inventory at least 2 years ago. Right, and now is not the time to bring it back. Maybe sure for all the fucking battlefielders and the fucking easy looters, but for the people that have played this game solid for the past 4 years and want immersion, not fucking magic fucking vacuum cleaner. No, it's fucking stupid. I don't like it.
Keep trolling him, Chrissy. Let's get him going. Let's really get him going.
Yeah, I bite well. All right. I bite well.
Hey, let me just say, I didn't get to play as extensively as you did on the tech preview because of doctor's appointment, whatever. There was shit going on in my life that prevented me. And, the Super Bowl and all that anyway. So I didn't get to spend as much time.
Halftime show, eh?
Oh, my God. Let's just leave it alone, dude.
Yeah, no, that's all.
Lord Havoc's on TikTok. He agrees with you. Viking, he's with you. But yeah, Lord Havoc wants to loot. I liked the inventory, but like I said, I didn't get to play it as much as you did. You were like, well, go to a bunker and see how you like it. And so I tried to go to a bunker. I was able to loot a box, but I didn't have I didn't get to experience. You know what? I'm going to admit it. I got fucking killed like immediately in the bunker. And then I just like rage quit. But, you know, I liked the.
No, apparently there's sorry, Chin, for cutting you off, but apparently there's a bunch of settings and options that I didn't know about, and Evocati didn't get fucking privacy to, right? But apparently, if you go and talk to all the DMs or all the devs when they're in the fucking chat, you can fucking DM them and find out about this and that and this and that. And I found out all this since the test, right? But apparently there's a bunch of settings. But no, every time I went into a box, the inventory didn't work. Like F to use a box, F to use a body. No. You had to I and magic inventory. Pick the box, pick the body, pick the body, pick the box. And who knows which fucking box or body you're in? I couldn't tell. I couldn't.
I see what you're saying. I did like the way the interface looks, you know, because instead of dragging stuff straight to your body, now you drag it to little circles that are outside your body and it points to where it is on your body and stuff. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool, and it kind of simplified things. But I kept having a problem. I kept wanting to drag my helmet into my backpack from my body, and you have to grab it from the little circle and put it in your backpack.
Well, it's going to be a learning curve, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a learning curve.
I think, you know.
Once I figured it out, it was pretty easy to get geared up. You know, but I was like, where's all my inventory? I couldn't find it. And then someone was like, well, you got to click the little icon up above the inventory screen, and that'll select your home inventory. And it's like, you don't have to be right up against the ASOP terminal. You can be like 3 meters away and still access the terminal. You know, that was kind of weird.
There is a stack all button.
Is there? I didn't figure that out.
And the search feature, but every time I used the search feature, it broke the inventory.
Really? You know what, my general impressions of the Evocati tech preview this past week were good. But I hope they'll adjust some of that shit so it's not so like what Ozzy's talking about. You know, I got really frustrated because, you know, I was in VC with Ozzy and the other guys, and I'm listening to them bitch about the inventory. And while this is going on, I'm trying to update the tech preview, and you know, I'm trying to update the tech preview and get into the game. And then there was a problem loading into the game. Lord Havoc says the look is great. The way it worked is meh. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He say it's if you're with others, the magic inventory gets confusing. And then he says, who took what? What box did it come from? You know, so you don't have to search all the boxes. Body? You just stand there and start searching through the inventory. That's kind of. I see what you're saying, Ozzy. It's kind of Navy.
Yeah, let's just can I waste a couple of minutes?
Go ahead. Yeah, of course you can waste a couple minutes. Yeah.
We just listen to the song.
Listen to the song
that I wrote about it.
Okay. Let's hear the Evocati song, Ozzy. Here we go. Y'all ready for this?
Evocati doesn't send invitations. It sends suffering. And on this particularly cursed cycle of existence, watching, Norvs and Ozzy found themselves staring at a brand new inventory system that looked like it had been designed by a drunk Aya locked in a cupboard with 12 spreadsheets and a personal vendetta. Uzi was the first to break the silence, right? Which can't approve this. War was already elbow deep in menus. Dragging boxes, opening tabs, closing tabs, accidentally equipping something, unequipping it, watching it teleport somewhere else entirely.
Why is it doing that?
Norvs muttered. I moved ammo, and now my helmet's gone.
Oh no.
Ozzy squinted at the screen like it owed him money. Some poor fucking bastard is gonna have to make a tutorial for this. Because this is not intuitive, not even a little bit. This is advanced cuntology. The discovery. The magic inventory. Bodies no longer needed looting properly. Nah, mate, just stand vaguely near the corpse and whoop, everything gets vacuumed into the mystical space pocket dimension. Ozzy nearly choked.
I understand, Chrissy. All good.
me we went from
Chrissy's a real musician, so I can understand how she would feel about AI music.
looted 3 blokes without bending over.
Bloody outstanding.
Yeah,
Ozzy
mate.
sighed.
Space magic is back. Immersion is fucking dead.
Field test bunker.
Because nothing says, let's test a fragile new system like
Yeah, you know what I didn't like? I didn't like not being able to inventory a box while it's on the cargo grid.
Which should have been the
They need to
warning.
they need to make it to where you can still do that.
Response!
Weapon snapped up.
No hesitation. Trigger squeeze.
Targets dropped.
Silence follow.
Pause.
Then the dawning horror.
Not 9 tails.
Security.
Ozzy stared at the bodies.
Ah!
Mobiglas chimed.
Crime stat 4.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, y'all go check out Chrissy's new song.
Sevalor.
Frozen. Dead. 40.
Let me get y'all that link again.
Ozzy sat there marinating in fury.
I love testing, love it. Huge fan, big supporter of whatever sadist thought this was acceptable.
Eventually, mercifully, the server coughed itself back to life. And like true idiots who learn nothing, they went again.
Round 2.
Now with Chin. Another bunker attempt. Inventory still behaving like a haunted filing cabinet. Then it hit.
Severerot.
Again.
20 minutes.
Oh my god, the server errors on Evocati.
Patients dying.
I mean, damn.
Nah.
Out F4.
Gone.
Straight to bed.
A veteran move. Professional even.
One. Check the tie.
Got an appointment.
Also vanished.
Leaving behind the true prisoners of Evocati.
Ozzy.
Norvs, 2 stubborn bastards locked in a digital waiting room neither would abandon first.
Minutes crawl. Sanity eroded.
They began torturing each other purely for sport.
You disconnect first.
Get fucked.
You disconnect.
I've survived worse.
You once rage quit over a lift.
That lift deserved it.
Silence.
Then Ozzy.
If this comes back and kills us instantly, I'm uninstalling.
You won't.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
Another 5 minutes pass.
Ozzy sighed the sigh of a man aging in real time.
Imagine explaining this to someone.
Yeah, mate, I pay money to sit in a broken server with another cunt refusing to log off out of spite.
Get fucked, you disconnect.
I survived worse.
You once rage quit over a lift.
That lift deserved it.
Silence.
I know how to drum.
If this comes back
You had a
and
drum.
kills us instantly, I'm uninstalling.
I used to be pretty fucking good, actually.
Won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
Another 5 minutes passed. Ozzy sighed the sigh of a man aging in real time.
Imagine explaining this to someone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, mate, I pay money
I'm
to
over
sit
this.
in a broken
I think I'm
server
over
with
it,
another
too.
cunt refusing to log off out of spite.
This is peak gameplay.
And somewhere deep in the infrastructure, the servers continued their ancient.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night, Suno bot.
G'day, pagan.
So Lord Havoc's talking about playing in VR in TikTok. He says the VR inventory needs to be more than 2 columns. I could see how Like if you're in VR, you could have like a different column pop up over everybody and just drag shit all over the fucking place.
No, Chrissy, I didn't.
The server errors were insane. I was in a server error for
I just
about
write
20
good songs.
minutes. 20 minutes, and then it was like, dude, I gotta go to bed. I gotta stream in the morning. It was hard. And then when I logged back in, the tech preview was over. So I didn't get to do all the stuff I wanted to.
Radio. The moth, mate.
The moth. We're going to talk about the moth. What does everyone think of the moth? By the way, we had a bet. We had a bet 2 weeks ago, Ozzy.
Yeah, we both lost, mate.
You said it was going to be the Moses, and I said it was going to be the Shrew. I don't know what to do about this. You know, it was a $10 bet. Do we both pay CIG $10 now? What the fuck? How's that supposed to
Maybe we should buy each other a paint or something.
Maybe. Yeah, that might be cool. I'll buy you a paint. The Moth's a good looking ship, but that's it for me. I agree, Beard Stacks, 100%. I went out in the Moth with one of the guys, and I don't remember who it was I went out with on the Moth, but
yeah, you went
out
with
It took forever with Wah. And it took forever to salvage a Connie. I mean, we were doing it for like 30 minutes, it seemed like, and we still were only halfway done. And at the end of the day, we only got about 8 SCUs of RMC. What the fuck? What, I could have scraped it faster in a Vulture. You know, we had 2 salvage heads going.
Oh, are our ads fucking synced or what?
I don't know. I just dismissed the ads. So
my pre-roll's off for another 53 minutes.
But the Moth looks great. It's got the AAA treatment. It's got the little interaction panels. It's got an engineering screen. It's got a little cargo deck that comes down that you can put 2 16 SU boxes on. It's
Have you tried moving the boxes out of the cargo bay?
No, I haven't. I did not try that. Was it difficult?
They only come out one way and then only just, and then you gotta zap it several times to get it out.
No shit.
No shit.
That's a pain in the ass.
Cause look at it here. Is this it?
Yeah, that's
it's like just as tall as an 8 SCU box, right?
Right.
That, you know, 4s would be alright, but 8s or 16s? Fuck you, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh well. There you go.
Let's watch this video,
again. Yeah. I like the look of the Moth. It's pretty sharp ship. Very industrial.
Yeah, but then we got a whole bunch of players saying, oh, they shouldn't be repurposing fucking chassis that have been.
Why not?
It's a whole different.
Yeah, why
it's
not?
A whole
That's what
conversation.
That's what people do in real life, right? You know, if you got different ships that have like the same parts, it's less expensive to manufacture for those ships. It just makes sense to have a ship look like built on the same chassis as another ship. You know, look at Harley Davidson. I'm a motorcycle guy. You got the Street Glide and the Road Glide. They're the same fucking bike.
Right, JJ? Yeah, I agree, but you know, I just thought I'd bring it up because, you know, it's a definite thing, right? Anyway, what, you want to watch this video?
No. But let's watch it anyway, fuck it. Behind the ships, the Moth.
Can everyone hear that all
The
right?
Argo Moth is the long-awaited, much-requested medium salvager for Star Citizen. It's supposed to fill the gaps between our small single-siege salvage ships, such as the Vulture and the Salvation, and the massive Aegis Reclaimer.
Small salvage ships, they produce rubble. The large one, like the Reclaimer, they produce construction material salvage. And the medium ship, we create construction material pieces. The refining time for the rubble is
I can't even watch the video. I'm too busy looking at that Verse Collective animation.
Salvage, it's like
It looks amazing.
Times it will take. For crafting, the difference between the 3 different construction material
We show everyone the videos we made of. I made for you, me, Verse Vikings, all the shit, or what?
Yeah, we could show them that in a little bit. We should
With the
finish
Moth,
watching this
we
video
wanted
first.
to take our medium operator-sized ships that we have already. We have them all. It's a great ship, and pivot that system.
I like the
over into
claws on the Moth. That looks mean and
Sometimes
menacing.
you don't need to reinvent the
It's
whale, and we thought that building on top of the mole to make the Moth made perfect sense. The mole is successful as a mining ship, particularly multi-crew wise.
Jazz
just the fact
hands,
that
yeah.
It has all those turrets that can
You don't
cover
wanna-
pretty much the
fuck
entire
off. Well,
360
no.
degrees under the ship as well
I'm not
as
allowed to
around
express
it.
my
It's not
opinion on
completely
this,
full
alright,
coverage,
so-
but it's pretty good. And the turrets have freedom of movement to really mine anywhere. And that really lends itself to salvage as well, which shares a lot of that sort of similar mechanics.
I think the Mole is a very successful ship in what it's built for. So getting the opportunity to
Hey, the Mole's a great ship.
And put
I
some
like
new life
the
into
Mole.
it with a slightly different role and slightly different purpose is really
The
exciting.
Mole is a great ship,
And this allows
man.
us to iterate
You know,
more
it's
easily on our current
fucking
ships
tried
that
and
are going
true,
out.
you know?
You
But it
know
also
what would
means that
make
we can take some of
the
those improvements
the
and
Moth
changes
better?
back to those original ships later down the line.
Do you know? Just being able to salvage more quickly.
We've tried
you know,
to
it shouldn't
make
take an
changes
hour
where
to
they were
salvage
needed,
a
but
ship.
not make changes
Well,
for changes' sake.
Apparently
But
it's a
kind of
bug
like the
that's
standout thing,
known
if I'm
about,
honest, is-
so...
it's the arms.
Oh, it's a bug. It's a feature.
You didn't read any of the chat that's been chatting in the chat, have you?
Yeah, my favorite aspect is the new
Yeah,
the giant
I
marching
have
arms
been
that it's got on the
scanning
front.
through it.
They look great.
They just feel kind of super chunky, super industrial, super dangerous.
My favorite aspect of the ship is the grabby hands. They look really cool and give it a nice quirk to the shape. Probably the grabby hands.
The grabby hands.
Fuck off, you don't
It
want
is
to...
such a
Oh,
key part of the ship's visuals.
I'm not allowed to have an opinion about that. Alright.
So Chrissy says that it's going to be able to salvage faster. I guess it's a known bug
I
that
was
it
trying to
can't
make them look
salvage
a
as
bit
fast
intimidating,
as,
like a
the
bit
Vulture.
dangerous, like you really would want your hands to be caught in anything. It was also very fun to work on the animations.
I think the buffer needs to be larger too. It's only 32 SCUs, right, Beard Stacks?
Big hydraulic pistons kind of retracting, moving around.
It should be
Yeah, of course,
you
the
should be able to
crushers
munch more than
spinning.
32 SCU of
Are
construction
you aware
rubble
that
at a
nearly a
time.
decade ago we had another system called Grabby Hands that has nothing to do with this?
No, I was not aware. What was that?
32 is
Disco Lando
wrong.
remembers.
Okay.
It takes a crew of 4, so far fewer than you need for the Reclaimer, but it actually gives you some multiplayer gameplay as opposed to the Vulture. All 4 of those players will be able to take part in the salvage gameplay loop. We have 3 manned turrets, each with a size 2 salvage head. And the pilot gets access to the main structural salvage crusher.
Can this ship be operated solo?
Yeah, like all our ships, it can be operated solo. But if you operate a ship solo of a certain size, you get some downsides to it.
It would just be a lot of dancing around between the different seats. But at the same time, you're also going to be saving some time because you're going to be able to carry a lot more. So you
What's
have
that?
less ships back and forth.
Play with the
I
mod.
plugged in all my guitars.
Oh yeah.
What kind of
I need
defensive
to rock my guitar.
Very minimal defensive capabilities. This is
But my
first and
hand's a
foremost an
little fucked up
industrial
still.
ship. The pilot has 2 S2 slots available to them.
Like, I just moved a few weeks ago.
The
Blah, blah,
co-pilot
blah.
gets access to a bespoke small missile rack with 16 S2 missiles.
Got it all set up again, all the pedals set up.
The belly of the ship has changed quite a lot. We've now got this large split cargo grid.
I like the cargo grid on the
vertical
moth.
orientation.
I like
So
the
when
exterior
salvage
cargo grid. It's pretty
material
cool.
is projected out, it blows straight onto this large cargo grid that kind of takes up the majority of the belly of the ship.
One of the improvements over the MOL chassis is the fact that the cargo grids are just normal cargo grids. Whilst the salvage output does automatically eject onto them and it does use standardized ASU crates, there's nothing to stop you putting any other cargo compatible item on those cargo grids.
I like what they say here
Which
in a
allows you to
second.
then perhaps do a bit of cargo. Maybe you find some salvage on the way that you want to do. It doesn't limit you to doing one or the other. You do have the ability to do both at the same time.
That's kind of cool.
The rear of the ship has a really nice cargo lift for two 16 SCU containers. So you can get a bit of hauling gameplay in there as well. And just in front of that is the old personnel lift. Both take you up into the newly, sort of slightly reimagined cargo area. From there to the left and right, you've got the entrances to the side salvage.
You know, I wish they had a cargo area like that on the mole, and I hope when they rework the mole that it will have the same ability to drop the cargo.
Components out of the ship, we needed to widen the doors and widen the ladder down to the lower floor, and this gives a nice route through the ship to be able to get those ship items out.
To the rear of the ship from there are the beds and the bathroom and a couple of suit lockers. And then forwards from habitation is into the processing room.
We basically took the pre-existed engineering room from the mall and converted to a processing room.
Feels very hot, very industrial, and a little claustrophobic. You have an engineering screen in the middle. Some of the components have been sort of reshuffled around to make space for a big refinery, which is on board. Forwards further still is the bridge, which has the pilot and co-pilot seats.
The bridge looks sharp with the updated
kind of revisiting the
MFDs
cockpit,
and everything.
We've updated it a little bit, so we've brought in
Don't
a few
you
new
think?
interactions, kind of modernized the view a little bit.
There's less now.
Things like the dashboard improvements, the
Yeah.
interactive panels that we placed around the ship, those sort of things will kind of be retrofitted back onto the mole as well.
Like the Asgard and the Hermes, the Moth is a new hull based on an existing chassis, and that means it doesn't share paints with the mole.
But we are making some really nice
Doesn't
new
share
paints
paint.
with
Be
So we're
aware.
going to have a lot of two-tone paints coming in.
Someone's
So
got to
you see
keep
we
the
have
servers
full
running,
sets
right?
there.
They need your money.
So we're excited now that we have the full set of salvage ship sizes. We have you starting with the Salvation, moving to the Vulture and Fortune. Now we have the Moth, and then ultimately you end up with the Reclaimer.
It was very fun to work on, very nice to work on something industrial.
Just the little changes to the flow that we've had to make, opening up some areas just to allow a little bit of a smoother kind of gameplay experience has been really nice.
This is for the person who enjoys salvage gameplay but wants something bigger.
So there is an update coming that's going to make the Hopper 64 total SCUs. I just saw it myself. Chrissy sent that to me in my Discord. Okay. Nice. Well, now you know, everybody. Right?
The official capacity is 224 SCU. The two external autoloader cargo grids each hold 96 SCU, and the rear
Yes.
cargo lift holds 32 SCU. However, each autoloader has a buffer of 32 SCU, given a maximum theoretical capacity of 286. Is that what it says? 296.
Yeah.
Team is aware of the buffer size issue. The intent is for it to have 32 SCU per side, 64 total.
Oh, okay. 32 per side. Well, that makes sense, you know. That makes sense. Hey, but you know what?
Doesn't the game look amazing?
It does look amazing. Oh my god.
You know what else, mate? Did you know what else? Did you know what else? Just wait. I'm a bit
What?
slow, so
What?
fucking...
What,
Dave's
Ozzy?
not here, man.
Oh!
Dave's not here,
knife.
man.
That's not a knife.
Dave's not here,
That's not a
man.
knife.
Dave's not here,
That's not a
man.
knife.
Dave's not
That's
here,
not a
man.
knife.
Is that getting old yet? It's
That's
not
not
old for
enough.
me. I'm not over it yet.
That's not a knife. That's not okay,
not-
Captain
that's
Obvious. Is the Pope a Catholic?
We both hit that at the same time.
Dave's
Is the
not
Pope a
here,
Catholic?
man.
That's not a knife. Okay, Captain Obvious. Doesn't the game look amazing?
It does look amazing. Oh my god. And they need to take this stream deck away from me, man. It's gonna get me into trouble one of these days.
Dave's not a knife.
Dave's not a knife, yeah. Hey, I got Obi-Wan Kenobi in TikTok. I should feel honored. Hey, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Rightio. What are you going to talk about now then?
I don't know. Do you want to pull up the Inside Star Citizen and talk about that?
That goes for 2 hours.
Well, we don't have to watch the whole thing. I got timestamps.
Give me the first timestamp then.
29:53. OBGYN Kenobi. Yeah. The new mining and salvage reputation missions
Paid
are
off a bit,
grindy. Hey, hold
We
up
get
a
better.
second.
Yeah.
Hold up a second.
No,
Wait, just let it
But
go 20 seconds.
We try, and in this case, we've definitely gotten better. There were some
This
big
way we can
changes
waste 20
to-
seconds as
to
well.
internal infrastructure and stuff in the last year or two. and
50
everything.
what?
We're seeing the results of that stuff. All right.
29, 50
So
what?
now let's go into some
53.
specific updates here. So let's talk about the transport system. We don't need to talk about transit so much anymore. The
Ozzy's about to go off. I can see his gears grinding. Let's hear it, Ozzy. Tell me how you feel about the transport system.
In Area 18, it works fine, mate.
Well,
good for you.
I'm glad you love Area 18 so much. What about the
I've
rest
never
of the
really had a
verse?
problem.
What about
I don't go there.
Microtech? What about Microtech? You show up for the train, it says you got over
What about
500 million seconds before the tram shows up.
Well, sometimes I might wait like 3 minutes at Area 18.
Yeah.
But I don't go anywhere else.
Well,
I don't need to.
maybe you should. Maybe you should go
Why?
other places. Roll it and let's see what they say about the transport system. I like what they say here.
transport system is what will one day replace this thing. I've heard talk about there being a tech preview of it soon. Talk to me about the transport system.
Well, so transit was problematic, wasn't designed for server meshing. And so transport is a complete rebuild of the transit system, but using more server meshing native approaches for how different pieces are going to manage elements that are streamed out and streamed in. We're also moving away from some previous misconceptions that were put into the transit system. For example, one of them was responsible for trains going into space.
Yeah,
don't
we
want trains
can't
to go
have
into space.
trams going into
So-
space, Ozzy.
Yeah, well, I mean, unless we do a space
But it gives you a
elevator.
fucking cool screenshot, man.
So the state of
I've got a
transport.
couple,
So,
actually.
at the end
Not
of
from
the
Area
last
18.
year-
So I'm going to pause. What's included in transport? So what?
Here we go.
Oh, so
what are we talking about?
So
Elevators?
transit and transport manage elevators, in-ship elevators, trains, anything that has to move when you press a button.
good if they
call
fix
it. So
elevators.
Okay,
it's a network
stop,
of
cut.
carriage, peripheral,
So,
and
you know how, like, when you're in the Polaris and you go to use the elevator while you're in quantum or whatever, and then you end up out in fucking space. Thank God I had my helmet on, right? They want to fix that. That's what they're talking about here. They're not just talking about transit systems on the capitals, like at Levski, the elevators at Levski. They're not just talking about that stuff.
Have you ever been on a bunker elevator and it's just gone through the planet or it's gone into outer space?
Right. Yeah, that's what they're talking about fixing. They're not just talking about transit from the habs to the spaceport, right? Go ahead and roll this thing. Let's see what they say here.
Gateway.
Okay.
Right. So you take an elevator to go to your hangar. That's transit.
You take a tram.
You take a tram.
Anything that's automated, anything that moves you not under your control.
Right. And he's the one moving the carriages, right? Okay. So he needs to deal with carriages being streamed out, like prediction for that stuff. So so transport is a rebuild of the original transit, which has been, as we talked about, problematic. So the state on transport is at this point, we are, it's functional. So we've, the team at the end of last year actually completed the first transport link, which was we tested this internally with our QA teams extensively at this point, all of the new Babbage Habs links. So we took one link in the universe, that one.
Yeah.
This is an elevator that went into space. You see it?
Let's see this.
Watch your step. This is the bunker elevator.
Yeah. Oh, that's a screenshot. I thought it was a video.
No, I don't have a video. I'll probably just wait. I've got some pretty good fucking magic
shit.
elevator.
Magic.
Bro.
It's magic.
Bro. That's pretty good. I just had to show that.
Nice.
All right.
Yep. That's crazy.
Right, yeah, okay.
That's crazy. They're going to fix it.
And we tested the crap out of it, right?
Sure.
Now, that's a static link.
Sure. I hope
it's
so.
Going,
yeah, me too.
When I say static, it means the 2 points that the elevator goes to exist. Okay. They always exist. Now, so we know that works. Then the state at the moment is we also support hangars. So these are dynamic gateways, because if you're online and you're at the location, your hangar is spawned there. That's a dynamic gateway. If you leave, that gateway disappears. So the system needs to deal with dynamic gateways. The previous system kind of did.
Do you understand what he's talking about?
Piece that wasn't great. Okay. And so we've got internally at the moment new Babbage, we've got hangars and habs. So the state of transport now is the team is working at converting all of Area 18.
Chrissy's following.
So we're talking habs, hangars,
it's a bit of a struggle for me to hear it with all this shit going on.
So we're going to go to tech preview with that. That's our plan. And the reason why we need to go to tech preview is because we need players.
Looking for something.
We've tested this internally. We can't muster as much players as we want, so we're going to try to see if you guys want to come and help us out.
They can talk about it till the cows come home, man, but until they fix it,
on a tech preview,
it's all fucking
all the assumptions that are in the system.
Yeah,
we're gonna launch tech preview and ask people to just come and ride the elevators.
Correct.
Come and ride the trams.
And their hangars.
Yes. And hope nobody dies.
No trains in
Maybe
space.
Ride the elevators out in
doors
space.
To nothingness.
While you're going through quantum.
That'd be great. No passing through the floors in the carriages.
The single most exciting tech preview we'll ever do. But incredibly important because it's a tech preview that doesn't just affect Area 18. It's one that can literally affect quality of life in every single landing zone on board every single spaceship.
That has an elevator.
Ships that have elevators and stuff. Well, then space stations. It's going to be this little thing for Area 18, but it ripples out to everything.
And so after a tech preview, if everything's validated, there's one thing we want to try to
about 5
avoid is
minutes.
the train prediction taking you in 32 seconds to come in.
But if you got something to say,
train arrives in 1,000,000.
Pause it and talk about it.
Obviously, we hope that.
I just thought it was a metaphor for the project. Am I allowed to say that?
At this point, you are. So after tech preview, we're gonna scale this out to every landing zone, and we're gonna see which patch this will load in. But at that point, we hope to bring transport in and completely deprecate the transit system from the game and nuke it from orbit.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
ride trams in
And that's next week.
Evocati, man, and go to my
We don't give
hangar.
Best effort, but
and
it's
test
looking good.
elevators
Like, this
in
tech preview is
space.
going to be where we're going to evaluate really like where
Oh,
we're
if
at
this
with
starts
scale,
coming through
'cause
Discord.
the issues of transit typically
What's that?
come up with scale most of the time.
Fair enough.
Tell me if my background starts
I
coming
told you
through
we get back to
Discord.
freight elevators.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about freight elevators and what still needs to happen?
Yes,
Sure.
Chris.
Wait.
The freight elevators are
Wait.
This is a different timestamp now we're getting into. They're going to talk about freight elevators for
What?
about the next 5 minutes.
You see this Corsair here?
Yeah,
Has anyone ever seen this paint job
I have.
in game on a Corsair?
No.
Anyone? Anyone in the chat?
No. Boy, you are easily distracted, my man.
No. If it's a paint that no one's seen before, that's something new, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
at this point you are.
Well, new timestamp. What are we looking at now?
Freight elevators.
Where are we going? Timestamp?
Go to 4420. We're going to talk about the insurance system.
What timestamp?
44 minutes and 20 seconds. You got anything to say about the transit? I'm excited about this because, you know, there was a problem when I first started playing last February. By the way, let me just point one thing out. Today, I've been playing this game for 1 year. You like that? In 2 days.
Today,
anyway,
2 days. You've been playing for 1 year.
1 year and 2 days.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm like a seasoned veteran now. I don't remember,
You know
Chris.
what?
I think
You
it was
know what?
after 3.18, that's for sure. I think it was like 3.20
You know what
or
that
something.
blew
when I
me
started
away
playing.
yesterday? Fucking Black GI is subscribing for 37 months, man.
Whoa.
How-
Way to
how-
go, Black GI.
Huh? Right?
Anyway, what I was saying was when I started playing, there were game-breaking bugs where you couldn't get an elevator to take you to a hangar. You know, you couldn't get a tram to take you to the spaceport, and it's better now, but it can be even better, right, Ozzy?
Yeah. Can always be better, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
Are they ever going to finish this game? I mean,
I don't know. There's a good chance, but you know, first they're going to bring out Squadron 42, then they're going to bring out Chapter 2 of Squadron 42. So they're going to say, oh no, we're working on Chapter 2 of Squadron 42, so we put the PU on hold for another 7 years.
yeah.
Oh fuck, did I say that out loud?
Well, you know, and I was explaining this to someone last night at the little meet and greet I was at, you know. They got this system where they design these ships, and then you buy these ships for $100, $200, $1,000, depending on the size of the ship, right? And you spend all this money, and that's what fuels this $1 billion price tag this game has, you know. And they just keep feeding us more ships to buy, you know, and we're hook, line, and sinker. We're gonna buy the fucking ships, right? I know I'm gonna buy it. I almost bought the Moth the other day until I took it out for a test flight, you know. I mean, they got us, man. They got us.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Chrissy, yeah, their jaws were like, they were like, what are you talking about?
You know, that's like all this stuff I've been teaching myself with AI lately, and I tell everyone about it, and it's like, who fucking cares?
Who
You know?
fucking
But
cares?
I'm really fucking chuffed with it, you know? Like, I fucking learned so much lately. It's stupid, but you know. What was the point?
No, I don't remember what the point was. Do you want to talk about insurance? Let's go to 4420. Let's talk about that.
Allows you to imprint items, save.
Because we don't know a lot about insurance yet, do we?
Or when you claim insurance.
All right, so I have a couple questions.
It's going to insure anything you got on your
keep mentioning
ship.
insurance.
Yeah.
Are we talking? Are you saying
That's how Jupin used to happen
insurance
back in
will
the
be
day.
in alongside V1
Ship
or
insurance.
just yeah, exactly.
Correct.
You'd load up your
It's
ship.
I say insurance.
You'd
because
take your
that's the same
fucking thing
kind of
off
loop
it,
in
you'd
terms of
store
what
it.
the services are doing
Bloody.
to do this, but basically it's a snapshot we recover from.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
So when item recovery V1 comes out, it'll still be much like it is today as far as insurance. Everybody will just have global. Everybody has LTI on everything at the moment right now until that very specific gameplay system is implemented. So this is not that.
No.
Going
You're
on,
using
Super Chair Destroyer?
lowercase I insurance.
Lowercase I, yes.
Sorry, I just needed to. I'm like
underscore I.
I didn't think ship insurance was coming in this one.
Yeah.
So just to clarify that before folks go off. You're saying that because it's a change to the entitlement system and everything will just get snapshot and moved over. When you say people will no longer lose ships, you're talking about that whenever a patch comes out, people come in and they're talking about the ships that they've earned in game, the ships they've either bought.
Yeah, you're
or
coming
stolen
through
or whatnot.
Discord, man.
Those should persist.
See, that's
We
the
have an
fucking
entitlement
difference
for
between me
something.
here in the video.
We no longer wipe that between patches at all. We keep it completely.
Okay.
So that should give us a lot more. In fact, it is exactly the way you would expect it to function right now, except the way the systems were built in the past.
Now it's just noise.
Didn't account for that, and so there was cases where you could lose something that you own because it was left unstored.
No, this is the old one from 8 days ago. You know, the one that went for 2 hours and
now with the
fucking 5
entitlement
minutes
system,
or
we keep
something
that
stupid.
cross-patch.
So the first question I have in response to that is, how will people
Sorry,
get
mate.
rid of things? Because quite frankly, I might
Here we
go
go.
joyriding
Here
one
we
day.
go.
or
This is
I
important.
might buy a
By the
thing
way,
for
Oz, you just
AUC
talked through
and
that whole
fly it and
segment. I
decide
didn't hear
don't
anything
want it,
they
I
said.
don't like it, and now it's just sitting there staring at me in the ASOP. If
But that's
these things
okay.
don't go away between patches now,
I have to
It's
really
your
concentrate
show.
to hear
try
what
to
they're saying.
try a
It's
ship,
your
or I just
show,
move away for a
man.
ship, or John Crew nerfs the hell out
Hey,
of the
stop
ship
it
and
for
I
a
don't wanna fly
second.
it
So
anymore.
what they're talking about is, you know, I went to New Deal and bought a Rock DS, and I hate the fucking thing. And my ASOP list just got even longer, right? It's like 10 pages long. I got to scroll for days to get through it or use the search bar that's new. And I don't want all this shit in my ASOP terminal. How do I fucking get rid of it? Well, right now you can't. But they're talking about that here, that they're wanting to put something in place where you can get rid of that shit. All right, you can continue, Ozzy.
I might want to get rid of it. Will there be? Is there going to be a mechanism for getting rid of these things?
Well, not with item imprint, right? As part of this, no. But there are. I don't want to go too much into details into this, but I can give an example of like, you have a ship filled with cargo that you stow into your location inventory in New Babbage, and you claim that ship, right? In the current way the system works, that cargo's lost, right? That ship will get deleted and you're done, right?
Mhm.
You get a new one, but it's the same entitlement, right? With the new system, we have the ability to also show you ships that you own that had an entitlement on it. And so what that means is you could claim that ship. You'll get a new, let's say it's a Caterpillar filled with cargo. And you're like, I need to claim it for some reason. You can claim the ship. The other ship will be bricked, right? That's how the design is functioning. So it's no longer usable, but you can still retrieve it. You can still retrieve the bricked ship and get it. And then if you destroy the ship or tow it out, then it'll go away from your entitlement. But there's going to be more system, of course, to remove that as from your ASOP terminal longer term, but not in this phase, but longer term, yes.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the long-term players, the people who have been here for a while, who have acquired a rather massive fleet already. And
I'm a victim of this.
You know, and you start buying ships, and I'm guilty, but there's just sometimes I don't want this anymore. I don't want to look at a I don't know, a Rock DS.
Say it, Jared.
Anymore.
Fuck the Rock DS. Right, Chrissy?
I bought it mistakenly from Astro Armada. I just had a momentary weakness. I don't want that Rock DS staring at me in my ASOP for the end of time, because you've done a wonderful thing with item recovery, you know,
But now you keep it. Now you're stuck with it.
Yeah, some things
Are you saying you don't want your ships anymore?
I'm just saying some things aren't meant to be persisted. So I just want to take this opportunity to just encourage.
You should be able to sell it back to Astro Armada for a discounted price, right? Wouldn't that be something? Like if I had an 890, if I had an 890 jump and I didn't want it anymore, I should be able to get some of my money back.
You haven't been watching for a while.
Even if it was just 25% or something, yeah.
Right. They do that in Elite Dangerous.
Jared, you're not supposed to be going on shows and telling people you
This is not Elite Dangerous. This is Star Citizen.
Everything.
Right? Did you forget your place?
Hey.
Yeah.
Is this Battlefield 6?
I hate the Rock DS. It's just.
It's comfy though. It's good to get.
Hold on, let's just do everything.
Muted. Did you see that? I hope you saw that. That was for you.
I did see it. That was very rude and uncalled for.
I've never lied to you. I never will. It's the only promise I've ever made people. You've been mentioning long-term persistence. So
I love that paint on the Corsair, man.
You're just totally distracted by the paint.
Of losing stuff, keeping stuff. The last time we had this conversation.
Thanks, Beard Stacks.
You talked about utilizing.
Maybe I will go back and play Elite Dangerous. You know,
we were just talking about, or is there more stuff?
There's more. So there's a lot of work ongoing on this, on the long-term persistent side. So just for those who don't know what long-term persistent is, or LTP, there's a mechanism we put in place.
Your audio is coming through Discord again.
Right, so
your audio is coming through Discord again.
Every patch we basically destroy. Like
hey, Gutted Rabbit.
4.7 when it comes out. That's a brand new database, right? The
Welcome
whole thing is
in.
fresh. And then we recreate things. Now, why do we recreate things? It's because these things are still changing. So the Hornet you had in 4.5 is probably different than the Hornet you have in 4.6. Item port locations have changed.
Oh, 7
materials have
Gutted
changed.
Rabbit. Yeah, now they're
Serialized
talking about
variables and all the
something
data
else.
that goes with it has changed.
The gold standard Aurora that we just launched is technically an entirely different ship.
You can stop it there, Ozzy.
Exactly.
And under the hood.
I don't know what they're talking about now. But you know, we were talking about the tech preview. Now, this video came out before the recent inventory tech preview. So this video predates the tech preview. But they talk a little bit about inventory at timestamp 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 57 seconds, Ozzy. 1:19:57. Yeah, we're moving right along now. Let's see what they say about the inventory and when that's coming out. And this might give us another chance to talk about Evocati, Ozzy.
But there's still, you know, we need to dial that in perfectly, because that's the part we really want to solve.
But you feel good about it?
I feel good about it. Yeah, absolutely.
You feel good enough to?
They're talking about inventory.
4.7 in March.
I think so.
Don't put the camera when he says that. You got to put the camera on him. No, you look at the camera. You say inventory.
I think inventory is going to be in 4.7. I think so.
He thinks so. And they had a tech preview, so.
No, this is live. This is live, baby. No small text. And so, if inventory rework is 4.7, I'm not going to push you on crafting. It's a super complicated thing or whatever. But
I mean, the teams are working really hard for that launch window if they can make it.
For that launch window.
We're pushing really hard for that launch window.
You're pushing really hard to get crafting in 4.7.
General Desperado's rating.
Yeah, he's rating you, mate.
Is he rating me? General Desperado. Yep. Let me take a minute here, Ozzy. General Desperado, how are you doing, man?
Take a minute. I'll go with smoke, mate. It's
okay.
All right.
You know what? I haven't been watching General Desperado much lately.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, and there's the audio from the video clip. And I've been busy with other stuff. General Desperado just, had a motorcycle wreck. And, I told you a little bit about that. And life has been crazy since I came back. But anyway, how was your stream, man? What did y'all do today on your stream, General Desperado? Yeah, he's a fucking legend in my mind. Hey, Sandgroper. How are you doing, Sandgroper? Welcome to our podcast. This is a podcast me and the Aussie Viking do bi-weekly, where we talk about Star Citizen shit. So welcome in. If you're doing SO flying and death prac for Atmo thing next Saturday. I'm not familiar with what's going on next Saturday. Can you explain that to me? Yeah, I think Gen is short for General Super Chair Destroyer. Or does it mean something else? Am I missing something? Thanks for the raid, General Desperado. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate all the support we can get for this very humble podcast we're doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I feel like I should know about that, Jen. Oh, there's my quirky little freaking bot saying, Sydney, huh? Another VIP escort mission. Don't let those civilians distract you, Desperado. Yeah, I should. I should know a lot of things. It's not easy when I got doctors and shit wanting a piece of my time every fucking day of the week almost. Hey, thanks, Jen. Thanks for coming in. Thanks. We'll try to take care of your viewers. Thanks for trusting us with your viewers, and we're going to try to have a good podcast here. We got about another 30 minutes to go. See you later, Jen. So, while we wait for Ozzy to come back from his smoke break, let's talk about the Verse Collective. We'd like to get General Desperado in the Verse Collective. It's a group of streamers who stream Star Citizen primarily. And some of them do other games like Battlefield 6, or DayZ. They play those from time to time, but it's primarily Star Citizen. I play nothing but Star Citizen. And what we do is we just support each other, teach each other things about stuff like Atmo, which I apparently don't know shit about. And
Desperado doesn't want to be in a Verse Collective, mate.
You don't think so? Yeah, probably not.
See, he's already said goodbye, see?
Yeah, well, I know. He left before I started talking about the Verse Collective. But anyway, Verse Collective's a great organization that Ozzy put together. I guess I'm kind of a founder too, Although I didn't do much other than say, yeah, that's a great idea, Ozzy.
That's all it takes, mate.
Yep. So anyway, back to business, Ozzy. What were we talking about? 4.7 inventory? Okay.
Yeah.
They talk a bit about Squadron 42. Do you want to talk about
Not
Squadron
really.
42? Well, let's see what they say about it. This is further than I watched when I watched this. I didn't get to this part, but it's at 128.29. Kind of curious to see what they said about Squadron 42.
Experience for it, but it's fundamentally in a PvP zone. So that is giving them those tools to make something that's fun and repeatable as an experience. And I mean, I just, the energy is really good.
Nope. Now, chat's like, Squadron 42, whatever. I ain't talking about Squadron 42. I made one very plain-spoken, reasonable comment about Squadron 42 the last time we got together, and it got press articles. So I ain't saying nothing. I'm talking about Star Citizen. Star Citizen.
Okay.
Star Citizen.
So that's our update on Squadron 42, everybody.
Where we at?
Are we going to see Squadron 42 this year, Ozzy? You're muted, by the way.
Isn't that confirmed? It's confirmed the end of this year, isn't it?
That's what they said last year. But like anything else with this game, I'll believe it when I see it, right? That's why I ask. Because I'm not supremely confident it will come out this year. I think we'd be seeing more media hype. Don't you think that they should be, yeah, GTA 6 for 2025. They kind of missed some mark there. You'd think we'd be seeing more about Squadron 42 in the media. You know, they need to do a media blitz for this game if they want it to be successful. Because
they've got Mark Hamill in it. Once they start promoting it, it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, good things come to those who wait, mate.
That's true.
So
I talk to people that are playing video games and they don't know anything about Squadron 42, never even heard of it. No, Shinari Safari, I don't agree. Because I talk to people all the time that never heard of Squadron 42, and these are avid game players.
Do they play fucking Space Sims or anything, though?
Maybe.
Do they have $600 flight sticks? Do they have a system built for Star Citizen?
Maybe. Maybe.
Do they want to play a buggy mess for 3 years before something gets fixed?
Yeah, Shinari Safari, I talk to people all the time that never heard of Star Citizen either. I talk to these people all the time out on the street. You know, very few of them ever even heard of Star Citizen, and the ones that have heard about Star Citizen think it's a scam.
None of the people, only the people in my immediate community that I play Star Citizen with know what Star Citizen is. You know, it's fucking rare that I meet someone in the average day that would know what Star Citizen is, you know? So, you know.
Super Clopez says
all the hardware you need.
Pretty niche game. That's a good point.
It's not a cheap game to get into. Like, sure, you can buy a fucking Aurora or a Mustang for $45 or whatever, but
you got to have a $3,000 gaming rig to play it. You know.
Yeah, and then keyboard and mouse won't cut it after a while, so you need sticks, and then all your mates have got all this other shit, and then a Toby. There's another $500-600.
$400, yeah. Yep. It gets expensive. I was explaining to somebody last night that I was streaming that I was actually getting enough money to pay for gasoline with streaming. And then I told him, I didn't tell you how much I've actually spent on this shit, though. It's way more than what I make from streaming. This shit doesn't pay for itself, does it, Ozzy?
No way in fucking hell, mate.
No way in fucking hell. But
it's
you know
way
what?
More cost. This is way more costly than fucking Twitch has ever fucking made me.
The only habit I have that's more expensive than this is my motorcycles. But you know what, Ozzy? You want to know something?
What's that, mate? Doesn't the game look amazing?
It does look amazing. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Some of the best players I've ever met, Super Clopez, have been mouse and keyboard man. And for the first 6 months, I was a staunch mouse and keyboard warrior as well. But, then I got my sticks, and I haven't looked back. Fuck mouse and keyboard. G'day, Corsair Chef.
So, I got one more timestamp for you, and we can just let this play through for a while because it covers a bunch of different good subjects that I want to talk about. But if you want to, we can go to 140.16. We're going to talk about economy exploits. And I didn't get this far when I was watching the video. That's why I want to see this. 140.16.
Am I muted?
No. Yeah, we can't hear anything you're saying.
In the game today, economy exploits. Economy exploits, and if you're watching the show and you're wondering why I'm talking about economy exploits, it's because I'm going to get to the next question that you've got, the question you've had the whole time. So,
yeah,
let's talk about the economy exploits.
Sure.
What's happening?
There are exploits.
Be better.
Yeah, we're going to talk about battle cruisers, Beard Stacks.
Well, so, in terms of the economy in general, right? There's a couple, I think we're up to 7 or 8 right now. So first of all, we have a strike team on this at the moment, right? Looking at all these different things. There's a couple of ways in which, there's been potentially duping,
what?
Ways to earn rewards they're not supposed to have.
What?
Potentially.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're looking at all these exploit vectors, right, to fix them. Obviously, that needs to be prioritized. The big conversation that was spawned from that is like, we're a game in development, but we're also delivering a live service, right? And so we don't have a framework for this. In that internally, when we get exploit reports, we don't necessarily automatically prioritize them. So the conversation that was spawned was like, okay, well, there are going to be exploits, right? Every game has a series of exploits for its entirety of its life, right? No game has no exploits. And so the question is more, how do you respond for it, right? And so historically, exploits have always taken a lower priority to ongoing development, right?
I'm going to jump in. You're 10 switching between past and present here. I want to be clear. You're talking about the past right now.
The past.
He's 10 switching a couple of times. It makes it sound like he's talking about today. No. It's like this. We're talking about the past.
Very funny, right, Corsair.
Exploits would fall. There'd be bugs like any other, right? Depending on the severity, sometimes they got escalated, but we didn't have a process for this. So now the conversation is about when we do get an exploit report, how do we deal with it? Like, how do we escalate it? How do we respond to it? How do we deal with it, right? And so for the current ongoing exploits that we know about that have a damaging effect on the economy, currently we're dealing with them the same way we've dealt with the other hero strike teams. And so we're looking at each one of them and confirming the fixes, right?
Yeah, Corsair, you can sell burritos on your Banu Merchantman
right away. So those are complicated fixes sometimes. So we're dealing with these things right away. But the big thing that also this puts in light is that even a minor exploit at the moment has a very large effect on the economy, because there are many limits that are not in place. And so at the moment, we're also looking at overall economy design and limits around, selling, inventory capacity, exchange limits, ongoing active tracking of player trades and or large purchases, things
blah,
like that.
blah.
Now, we
You know what,
want to
Ozzy?
make
He's
clear that we
losing
want the
me.
economy to be
What do you think?
fun and movable, but we also need some protectionism behind it, and so that's what we're looking at the moment. Now, I don't have all the solutions. I didn't write them down or show them out, but this is the spirit that we're in at the moment on these economy exploits.
You're
What are we looking at, Ozzy? You're muted.
Sorry, mate. I said fuck that shit. I'm over it. This is someone else's opinion on the new inventory system, right? We're going to watch this.
Okay, go ahead.
Once is an incident, twice is a coincidence, but 3 times is a pattern. CIG is trending more towards convenience and accessibility while moving further away from simming as they develop what they call the best damn space sim. But the more convenience, the less sim. Ask any DCS player doing a full startup sequence. By the end, it'll probably play more like Destiny than we might have been counting on. And it seems likely in pursuit of targeting a big, encompassing all types of gamers, universal audience. When you try to please everybody, you please nobody. But let's start with the good news. Visually, the new UI looks fantastic. Takes a little getting used to navigating around it. When you first hit the storage kiosk, it says no containers selected, which is weird because what do you mean? I'm at the storage access kiosk. Then on the upper right column, you see a Google Map type pen icon, and you can click it to get to the local storage. Seems like an unnecessary step.
Is this a leak?
On the storage kiosk. That actually tripped up a lot of Evo players till folks in chat told them what to do. So
I think that screenshot was from the Pipeline League channel.
Okay. Just out there. So you open it up, and instead of dragging armor and equipment off of your body, there's helmet, glasses, torso, etc.
Yeah, that screenshot is from the Pipeline League channel.
Box. And vice versa, you drag equipment to the icons instead of your body, which makes it feel a little bit like a different game. But you can double click the items to equip them like
you can see it's in game.
I kept trying to drag the items off my character into the inventory instead of using the floating icons. It's just more intuitive to do it the usual way. The local inventory you're pulling from is on the right side like normal, but it's arranged more like the freight elevator UI. It's wider, 5 items in each row, 8 items in each column. That's the whole page, so you don't have to scroll down to see everything before you move on to the next page. Like the freight elevator, the categories are laid out at the top: armor, clothes, weapons, etc. Also like the freight Vader, each has a drop down with all the subcategories.
One thing I want to point out, right? You see, this is one thing that Norv's had problems with because he's fucking getting a bit old now. You know, wears glasses. Fucking all the icons are the exact same size, even though in the old system, this fucking Cambio tool used to be like 2 or 3 icons wide. Now it's the same picture, but miniaturized, right? Yeah? Yeah, no, you're allowed to talk about it, Super Clopez. We're allowed to talk about it. Just not show it. And this specific fucking screenshot is from the Star Citizen League's channel in Pipeline. So
scroll down to see everything before you move on to the next page. Like the freight elevator, the categories are laid out at the top: armor, clothes, weapons, etc. Also like the freight Vader, each has a drop down with all the subcategories: helmets, core, arms, and they pop up with a mouse hover on the category icon. Like the freight elevator. So much faster than having to use that universal button that shows every category that you have to scroll all the way down through. There's also a search bar up top, and it works pretty damn good, my friend. Searching for pulse pulled up all my pulse pistols like expected. Doing a more general search for rifle, put up the Parallax Energy assault rifles, corner rifles, sniper rifles, and everything I had that was a rifle. Doing an even more general search by typing primary or secondary didn't work, but typing blue pulled up my blue clothes, blue liveries, and blue bilva fruit. Typing KA pulled up my Karna rifles and my tankard cup. So if you type any partial name of an item, even if it's just a couple letters, it'll pull everything up. What I couldn't figure out was how to clear the search results and go back to using the inventory menu. Apparently that's a known issue at the time, but I figured out if you hit escape, it'll close the inventory and work fine after you reopen it.
Oh, by the way, your audio is coming through Discord. I'm getting an echo.
For weapons, equipment, etc. The cool thing is that you can put your attachments on your weapons there. It's a big improvement from dragging attachments from your inventory to the tiny little area on the actual weapon. This way you can easily view what's attached to each weapon. Performance-wise, way better. You don't get that delay while the game is like, It's damn near instant. It's kind of weird how responsive it is. Years of waiting on these mini delays. We're so used to it that them not being there kind of alters the flow a bit. Eventually it'll be second nature and the thought of going back will be ugh. So the theme here is speed. With the newness, every action shaves off a second or two with your inventory flow. Once you're used to navigating it, it'll bring down your prep time significantly. The bad news, all the cool things that are part of your interaction with the world
We're putting Norbs
just
to
becoming
sleep,
superfluous.
apparently.
There's a good chance that more people like it than not, but let me make a case for you to consider. Star Citizen is a huge, expansive sci-fi universe full of major players, from blue-collar boys extracting resources to high-level scheming government officials and even alien races. What ties everything together in a way that makes a story a part of the experience rather than just background noise is your participation and agency in it. You don't just hear about random things happening with zero representation of it in game. You get hands-on with it. Physically, you mine raw materials, load them up to ship out. You grab cryopods and see the faces of the victims of the current epidemic. It's all diegetic. In your everyday experience, you don't teleport to your pilot seat. You open up the ramp of your ship, close it behind you, maybe throw a poster on the wall, then you plop down into the cockpit. These are mechanics that immerse you in the actions of living and doing things in this universe. It's fine for other games to let you open the inventory and click on a food item to increase your health bar. But Star Citizen has always been built different.
I remember when they showed that off.
Pull a lukewarm burrito out your bag and shove it in your dry mouth. When you equip your helmet, you pull it off your head.
No. Am I muted?
On your head.
No.
Putting out fires, swapping out components. It's the difference maker between this game and the rest. Diegetic, physical, immersive. Doing instead of approximating. It's what excited so many people about Star Citizen.
It's all for the immersion. But I think immersion is really important for me because I think that you have to really visualize and create a very believable world. And the more immersive, the more connected you are to the experience. The more connected you are to the experience, I think the more fun the game itself will be.
That trash can in the corner might become a basketball rim for the empty bottle you're holding. And up to now, that box neatly tucked under a bench was something you walked over to and opened up to see what kind of plunder you stumbled across. That's all changing. Things that you physically touch and play with are giving way to remote access. Loot boxes and storage lockers are now.
I think G-Nuts, this is just explaining in a general way
within about 25 feet or so.
Things that are upcoming in the game, no specific update.
Shortwave magical bag of holding. You don't even need your freight elevator to pull stuff out. Know how I know? I pulled out a 1 SCU box out of thin air, then said go big or go home, then pulled out an 8 SCU box, which fell out the sky onto my head and sent me to the hospital. It hurt. This is definitely a new shift and not part of the grand vision. You might have been around to remember when, a while after storage access was added, they tried building in this additional step where you pick what you want to take from the top of the kiosk, then pick it up from the bottom, like a candy bar machine. That was the next step in storage, till they realized that a storage access point didn't need to work exactly like the freight elevators. Now we're almost back full circle to our only interactions mostly being with doors. Storage kiosks are redundant. Loot boxes are pretty much symbolic. You don't enter a room and look for boxes or corpses to loot. You see a box, that signifies that loot is in a room, and then you hit I and clear the room of loot in a couple clicks. Really, there's no need to even look for loot. You walk in, tap the inventory button. You see all the loot. Go to the next room, repeat. Which makes the boxes themselves just kind of useless. Ship storage is back to the old days. You don't need your personal storage lockers. You just walk a couple steps into the ship, pull up the inventory, move things in and out. CIG is actively hustling backwards. I imagine the idea is to keep gameplay moving along faster. Fast is good when you're trying to beat the clock, when you're speed running. In normal gameplay with no ticking bomb, the immersion meter starts dropping quicker than Amazon Fire phones, while all the things we were excited about become optional, unused vestigial limbs. You can still walk up and interact with those things, at least for now, but why would you? You might as well stuff the whole room in your backpack before anybody else gets a chance at it. What's gonna happen is alliances are gonna break down real quick when you walk in the room and take everything in it. When the room's inventory is accessed by one player, it locks everybody else out of it. The rando you were cooperating with is gonna watch you taking everything, see an empty inventory when you're done.
Oh no, I didn't save.
Was I muted then?
Yeah, probably. Well, why are you muted all the time? I don't understand.
Because you keep saying my fucking thing's coming through my fucking thing, so I fucking mute myself, then nothing's coming through anywhere, and I can actually hear.
Stop
what
hitting
we're
the mute
watching.
button.
Alright. Yeah, but then you'll be saying, bloody, hey Aussie, you coming through Discord. Hey Aussie, you coming through Discord.
Well, stop coming through Discord. I don't know what to tell you.
But it's fun tool. The thing is, you could kill that random and just press I, fucking take his shit. You don't even have to go over to him. Fucking. Anyway.
Take a good look at you, then send you to the med bed. And why shouldn't they? Normally, if you were looting a corpse, you could be looting a box next to it. You're looting that box? Alright, I'll get this box. Pretty fundamental. That was a non-zero-sum game where whoever's quicker gets to lick their lips after they eat the whole pie. Looting every box, corpse, and inventory in the room feels like kid games. You should have to look under that desk that somebody took the time to hide a box in. Because if you don't, your buddy or the next more detail-oriented person should take what you overlooked, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Feels Fortnite's big space adventure, if that ever becomes a thing. Finding loot that other people miss is an essential part of your gaming breakfast. I mean, have you seen Arc Raiders? It showed the world how much fun and the lengths folks will go to find and secure that box before. Or something.
That. Righto. What are we going to talk about now?
I don't know. You want to talk about the targeted wipes they're planning? It was on.
They didn't say. They didn't say wipe. They said targeted actions.
Yeah,
right?
targeted
Now the actions.
Well, go back to the go back to the Inside Star Citizen. There's a section I wanted to look at where they talked about wipes and what might be coming.
Didn't I already?
I think you closed it out.
What?
Okay.
What timestamp?
Go to 151:11.
Piece of shit. That's my one for the show. All right, then fine. Wipe. Wipe.
We were doing so good.
Wipe. Wipe. I held them off. Wipe.
Right. So, okay. We're not planning a wipe. We're planning.
Good night, everybody.
We're planning.
Here we
so
go.
We're looking at targeted actions, right? But we're not looking at a wipe for the moment. And so
what does that mean?
Keep on rolling. First of all, there's a lot of.
What does that mean,
Benoit? We've discussed. Obviously, I can't share the details of what we're doing, but that needs to be completed.
So
for now, we're not intending a full blanket weapon.
No, this goes back to what we were saying.
Did you see that thing about him trying to say his name?
Quality of life thing. All this work going in to long-term persistence and to item recovery V1 and stuff. It's about and the freight elevator. It's about making sure you keep your stuff.
Yeah,
making sure you keep your stuff, making sure you keep your stuff, making sure you keep your stuff. So we've got tools, we've got logs, we've got
a lot of logs.
We got a lot of logs. We got a lot of information. A lot of information. So it is our intention to do a targeted correction to those areas that
Are
need it.
problematic. For that
And
Are they going to tell us
preserve
what those
as much
areas
of
are?
The
I guess not.
gotten gains of the everyday Star Citizen as possible.
Exactly.
So no blanket wipe.
Okay, you can stop it.
Cool.
I'm satisfied.
So we've answered that. That's done.
Yeah, they've answered it. They didn't really answer anything though, because what are they going to wipe? Are they going to wipe?
Targeted actions.
Yeah, but what are the targeted actions? They didn't say what they are.
So they could work. They could possibly word it like this, like an economy refactor.
Yeah.
Right. Or
maybe all they do is wipe everyone's money.
A reputation refactor.
I would be a little hurt if they trashed my reputation, you know. That would suck.
Well, you know, oh man, I've been working on my rep since 4.0.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Anyway. You want to say something cool?
Yeah, let's see something cool. Of course I want to see. No, Ozzy. I don't want to see something cool. I thought that was funny. All right, what are we looking at that's cool? That Scorpius there?
The Scorpius is always cool.
We need to show them the clips you made that you messaged me this morning. You were going to show them that. Okay, that's cool. Look at Frenchie go. I want to see the one you did of us, going out and attacking the hordes, you know. Here we go. Look at Ozzy, he's all cool and shit, didn't even put his helmet on.
I'm cool like that, mate. See?
Yeah, you're cool like that. He's all cool and shit.
Did you see this one? This one's pretty cool.
Yeah, let's look at it. Wow.
You see Frenchie ride past in the end.
Yeah. Show him the one you did of me. Oh, here we go. Verse Vikings. Nice.
Okay, yeah, the one standalone with you is pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Look at those big guns. What was I saying there, Ed? Ed!
Yeah, you were supposed to be if you look at your lips, you can see you're trying to say, clip that, bitches.
Now, here's what I don't understand about that clip. Hang on. You showing it again? I had those two big guns on my back and I chose the smallest fucking one. What's up with that? I want to use my most casually producing weapon. What's up with that?
Well, did you see this one?
No, probably not.
Hostile signatures 300 meters north. Setting up firing line. On my mark.
Show that again. It skipped on my stream a little bit.
Hostile signatures 300 meters north.
What's with the cat?
Jen Jobin's photo that I used for the AI thing, he had a cat on his shoulder.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's funny.
The cat is now part of it. Right.
Space cat. That's awesome.
That's how it is, mate.
Hey man, I
Right,
got
and then,
something
yeah.
for you. You're not ready for this, I know, but here you go.
That's not a knife. Did you see this one?
Oh, I got to tell you something, Ozzy. This is important. So we had our podcast from 2 weeks ago, okay, and I was watching it with my girlfriend. She actually sat through it. She didn't have any idea what the fuck we were talking about. She was oblivious to what we were talking about, right? But you know what she said in the middle of everything?
I should cut my hair and my beard off.
No, not that you should cut it. She said if she ever met you, she was going to cut your beard and your hair off.
Good thing I live in Australia, eh?
Yeah, it's a good thing because she would do it. You may not want. You remember how we talked about you maybe coming to visit Texas sometime? You may not want to do that because my girlfriend's fucking serious when she says shit. You'll wake up and your beard will be shaved off. Fucking shit.
You're right.
And that is a hell of a beard, man.
It's a good one. I've been growing this for a few years now.
Yeah.
I need a haircut, but
yeah. She would say you need to cut it all off.
Yeah, nah.
Well, do we want to wrap it up? We're going. We're coming
so.
on 2 hours. I got shit to do today. I got to get ready for this fucking ball I'm going to tonight.
Well, I'll probably continue because I know I've got a bunch of dudes in the Discord.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll raid you, and then you can carry on with General Desperado's viewers. So I'll raid out and I'll raid you, and then we'll call it a day on this podcast. What do you think?
Yeah. Just I've got nothing switched on in this scene. So before you raid me, let me switch to the other scene.
Okay.
All right, but we'll say goodbye to everyone on the podcast. So
hey, thanks for sticking with us on this podcast, guys. Stick around for Aussie Viking stream. He always puts on a really entertaining stream. There's no telling what the fuck's gonna happen with Aussie. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna be dancing it up, Gutted Rabbit. Watch out. Look out. Me and my broken hips.
But as soon as I get raided, I'm going to say g'day, and then I'm going to go have a smoke and a quick break, make coffee. All right?
All right, here comes the raid, Aussie. I'm raiding out.
I've got to swap my scene. I swapped my scene?
You swapped it already?
No.
Let me know when you swapped it. You ready for the raid?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. Raiding now. Okay, here we go. Raid now.